In the annals of history, few events resonate with the same fervor and significance as the Battle of Adwa, fought on March 1st, 1896. This battle stands not only as a remarkable military engagement, but also as a defining moment in African history, symbolizing the fierce resistance against colonialism and the struggle for independence. At the heart of this monumental clash was Ethiopia, led by the astute and determined Emperor Menelik II, who would ultimately secure a victory that would echo through the ages. The backdrop of the Battle of Adwa is steeped in the complexities of imperial ambitions. In the late 19th century, European powers were engaged in a frenzied scramble for Africa, carving up the continent with little regard for its peoples or cultures. Italy, a relatively new player in the colonial game, sought to establish its dominance in East Africa. The Italians had already laid claim to Eritrea and were eyeing Ethiopia, a nation that had long maintained its sovereignty and rich cultural heritage. The Italian government believed that conquering Ethiopia would cement its status as a colonial power and provide a gateway to the riches of the African interior. However, Menelik II, who had ascended to the Ethiopian throne in 1889, was not one to be easily subdued. He was a visionary leader who understood the importance of modernizing his military while preserving the traditional values of his people. Menelik II recognized the threat posed by the Italians, particularly after the signing of the Treaty of Wuchale in 1889, which contained clauses that the Italians interpreted as a protectorate agreement over Ethiopia, while the Ethiopians understood it as a mutual friendship pact. This misunderstanding would serve as a catalyst for conflict. As tensions escalated, Menelik II took decisive action. He sought to unify the various ethnic groups within Ethiopia, fostering a sense of national identity that transcended regional loyalties. He also invested in modernizing the Ethiopian army, acquiring weapons and training from various sources, including Russia and France. This preparation would prove crucial in the face of the Italian invasion. The Italian forces, underestimating the resolve and capabilities of the Ethiopian army, advanced into Ethiopian territory. The Battle of Adwa was not merely a confrontation between two armies. It was a clash of ideologies. On one side stood the Italians, driven by colonial ambition and a sense of racial superiority, while on the other stood the Ethiopians, fighting to defend their homeland and their right to self-determination. The stakes could not have been higher. As the battle unfolded, the Ethiopian forces, numbering around 100,000 men, faced the Italian troops, which were approximately 20,000 strong. The terrain of Adwa, with its formidable mountains and rugged landscape, played to the advantage of the Ethiopian warriors, who were intimately familiar with their surroundings. The battle commenced with fierce fighting, and the Ethiopians, fueled by a deep sense of purpose and unity, launched a series of coordinated attacks against the Italian positions. The Italian forces, despite their initial confidence and superior artillery, found themselves overwhelmed by the sheer determination and numbers of the Ethiopian fighters. The battle raged throughout the day, with both sides suffering heavy casualties. However, as the sun began to set, it became increasingly clear that the tide was turning in favor of the Ethiopians. Their resilience and strategic prowess began to dismantle the Italian lines, leading to a decisive Ethiopian victory. The aftermath of the Battle of Adwa was monumental. The Italian army suffered catastrophic losses, with thousands of soldiers killed or captured. The defeat not only thwarted Italy's ambitions in Ethiopia, but also sent shockwaves throughout the continent and beyond. News of Ethiopia's victory spread rapidly, igniting a sense of pride and hope among colonized nations across Africa. It became a symbol of resistance against imperialism, demonstrating that a well-organized and determined indigenous force could stand up to European powers. Menelik II emerged from the battle not only as a national hero, but as a symbol of African resistance. He was celebrated for his leadership and vision, and his success at Adwa ensured that Ethiopia remained one of the few African nations to preserve its independence during the colonial era. The victory also had profound implications for the broader struggle against colonialism. It inspired future generations of African leaders and freedom fighters, proving that liberation was possible and that the fight for independence could yield tangible results. In the years following the battle, Ethiopia's victory at Adwa became a rallying cry for anti-colonial movements across Africa. The battle was not merely a military triumph. It was a powerful assertion of identity and autonomy. It challenged the prevailing narrative of European superiority and demonstrated that African nations were capable of self-governance and resistance against foreign domination. The legacy of the Battle of Adwa continues to resonate today. It serves as a reminder of the resilience of the Ethiopian people and their unwavering commitment to independence. The battle is commemorated annually in Ethiopia, celebrated as a national holiday that honors the sacrifices made by those who fought for freedom. It stands as a testament to the enduring spirit of resistance against oppression and the importance of unity in the face of adversity. In conclusion, the Battle of Adwa was a pivotal moment in African history, marking Ethiopia's triumph over colonial aggression and preserving its sovereignty. Under the visionary leadership of Emperor Menelik II, the Ethiopian forces demonstrated unparalleled courage and determination, reshaping the narrative of African resistance. This battle not only altered the course of Ethiopian history, but also inspired a continent to rise against the shackles of colonialism, leaving an indelible mark on the struggle for independence that continues to inspire generations. If you enjoyed this content and want to see more, please take a moment to like this video. Your support means the world to us and helps us create even better material. Don't forget to subscribe for updates on our latest uploads, and we'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below. Sharing this with your friends would also be amazing as it helps our community grow. Thank you for being part of our journey.